everyone. There is a sentence many women grow up with. It's not spoken loudly, it's not written anywhere, but repeated quietly through life. Wait, wait till you are ready. Wait till the kids grow up. Wait for someone to say yes. Wait till the timings are perfect. Today I am going to tell you what happens when a woman does not wait. Because future does not begin someday. It begins now. 15 years ago, I was standing in an hospital corridor where my father was fighting cancer. My family and I was trying to do tests, meeting doctors, trying to do everything correct. And then a doctor came and said something which changed everything. He informed the previous treatment given was incorrect. At that moment, the grief became heavier. I realized even if you have resources, even if you want to do everything right, but not in right direction, you will still lose. I lost my father. That hospital corridor taught me family just doesn't need care. They need clarity, guidance, and a person who can help them navigate before the panic takes over. This is where the thought began. What if care comes with the direction? I had a very secured life, which made sense to everyone. A well-placed husband, a corporate job with fixed salary, a name card which my relative could understand. On papers, it was perfect. Everybody asked me, why do you want to take risk in your life? Why do you want to invite unnecessary troubles? Maybe wait for the right time. But it wasn't exciting anymore. I didn't simply wanted to follow the decision. I wanted to make them. I wanted to build something which matters the most on someone's worst day of life. I knew I could achieve something bigger while achieving my family goals. Now let me tell you something which we often not say loud. Women entrepreneurship journey is just not professional. It is deeply personal. I was building something new while becoming a mother. I started working after the 4th day of delivery, a complicated delivery. Why? Not because I was a superwoman, not because I was extraordinary, because I realized that world does not pause while a woman is healing. And let me not soften this. My body was asking to heal, but my life was demanding performance. I realized something no one prepares women for. Your body heals on a different timeline, while your ambition runs on a different timeline. And here, there is a mention of a person, my spine, my backbone, my husband. Because support is just not emotional, it's logistical. It's someone saying, go, I have got this. It's someone holding baby at 2 a.m. so that my dream does not disappear. It was difficult to build a career without my husband's support, who saw my ambition not as a threat, but as a shared future. One day, my daughter came to me and told me casually, Mama, I love Papa 100%, and you 22%. It stung, but I knew why. Work took me to places, while Papa was her constant. Even when I was there, sometimes she was busy and sometimes I was busy catching up with life. Even when I was there, I was the one asking her to eat good food, adapt healthy habit, and Papa dear, busy pampering her. As soon as I entered from office to home, she declared, there is a good news, there is a bad news. Good news, Papa gave me Pringles. Bad news, you came and you will ask me to eat roti and sabzi. Women, motherhood is often surviving on crumbs and still showing up. But let me tell you something. I, any day, accept that 22%, they are mine. I am trying to convert into more, but one moment at a time. I wanted her to know, it's okay, I am there. Not as a guilt, but as a truth. And like many working mothers, I faced background sounds, which we pretend does not exist. In early months, my daughter's immunity was low because I was not able to breastfeed her as people wanted me to do so. My relatives had opinions, not loud, but quiet enough. As if motherhood is a single act. If you miss it, you're disqualified. But let me tell you the truth. Today, she is healthy, naughty, and an intelligent, curious baby. It's not a comeback to my relative. It is a reminder to every woman sitting in the room. Your child is not the sum of one decision. And you're not a bad mother if you are building a life which includes your dream. Today, I want to pause and ask you something. Think about an idea you have been postponing, not because you don't want to do it, but because you are waiting for that right moment or a right consent. Don't raise your hand. Don't say it loudly. Think quietly and ask yourself, who am I waiting to say yes? Did you feel that pause? This is where most of the dreams disappear. When a man chases big dreams, it's called vision. When a woman chases it, it's called selfishness. What if I meant to serve low? The people I meant to serve loses, and so do my children. Entrepreneurship is not glamorous. It's often repetition, quiet pressure, full of doubts, but it gives growth and clarity and courage your kids can copy. Sometimes people ask me, do you think you have made it big? I smile and tell them, big is just not one thing. Big is when my child watches me choosing purpose over fear. Big is something when a woman sees my journey and feels less lonely. Big is something when I stop apologizing for asking for more. Since many years, we women have been asked to inherit the definition of success. Borrowed, adjusted, sanitized. But it's time for us to reclaim the right to define it. Not borrowed, not inherited, but chosen. 3 truths I want to leave you here with. First, there is no right time to begin. It is now. Second, the pressure is real. Doubts are real. Loneliness is real. But so is growth, clarity, and strength you didn't know you yet have. Third, you don't need permission to begin. Wait does not make women ready, but yes, clarity and conviction does. And the courage to take that one small step. Try, learn while building, evolve while moving. I want to end where I began, in the corridor. I could not change what happened to my dad, but because of that loss, I chose not to wait. I chose progress and purpose over permissions and approval. Somewhere in your life, you have your own corridor. The pause you just felt. Think, what if that moment isn't holding you backwards? What if it is calling you forward? Because future doesn't begin someday, it begins now. Thank you.